It's Halloween, and that means it's time for Saw, or in this case, Jigsaw. Welcome in to the Bro 4 Squad podcast.
Are we doing puzzles?
No, that's a different.
Sorry, I messed up your intro because I got so excited.
You're getting the text threads confused.
Shit.
Which, by the way,
to the intro.
The puzzle group me has been lit as fuck lately.
That's why I was pumped to be here.
A lot of good energy going on there. Welcome into the Bro 4 Squad podcast. I'm your host, the Mayor, Jeff Hornacek. This is another one of our world-famous movie commentaries on the 2017 Jigsaw. Ronnie Cycli is my co-host for tonight. Before I introduce him, we currently have our movies paused at the 16-second mark with Lionsgate fully up on the screen. So while you get your movies sunk up with us there and pause and wait for us to resume to watch the movie with you, let me go around and introduce Ronnie Cycli. Before we do that, just want to give you the caveat. We are watching this on Hulu with ads because our podcast does not make enough money to pay for the premium subscription on any of these. So whenever we get an ad during the film, we will pause our film during the ad break and let you guys know to do the same. If you are not, or sorry, we won't pause. We're hoping you will pause your film during our ad break and wait for us poor plebeians until it resumes. So while you get sunk up there, Ronnie, I have to ask, as our legal counsel, you know that I have been gracious enough or lucky enough to be able to sit in on several autopsies throughout my life, just as a fan of, cutting open dead bodies. Do you think it is legally a problem if I like to get in there and sometimes touch the corpse?
Was this under any supervision, or did you just did they know you were there?
They know who my dad is, so they usually kind of just let me get away with whatever I want.
Wow. Okay, as long as they are okay with it and gave you permission, you're good.
I mean, they handed me a scalpel, and the one guy was like, "Yeah, it's my last day."
How are you responsible for that? That's on them. Yeah, you're good, man. Yeah.
Any mistake I make there, that's not my fault. All right, we are going to press play at the 16-second mark with Lionsgate fully up on the screen in 3, 2, 1, Jigsaw.
And not the puzzle. So just to make clear again to anyone, we're not just doing a group puzzle activity, which I think would be, it'd be great maybe for the next Bro 4 Squad retreat.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
If you want to do a puzzle while we watch this, though, I guess that works too.
I do have 3,000-piece Lord of the Rings puzzle that we started to do, and we don't have a table big enough.
Sounds like a good reason to go buy a massive fucking table.
Yeah.
So Ronnie and I have done every Saw movie up to Jigsaw. So if you want to go back on our channel, we're big Saw heads. Go check out all those commentaries. And Cycli, before we really dive into it, I got to say two things about Jigsaw. Number one, I think it looks great. Cinematically, it's one of the best. I think Saw X is the best looking, but this is probably second. And the synth score to the Hello Zepp just is a fucking banger that this movie opens with.
Yeah, I mean, so first of all, I want to say we had a little bit debate between the two of us whether we wanted to continue with our Saw commentaries in chronological order of which they came out, or and we'll probably get into this on this rewatch about where Jigsaw and then specifically Spiral fall in the story, because we talked about just jumping to Saw X, which is really more of the full relatability Amanda John Kramer story. But I think you and I said, hey, we started off in order, let's keep going. And so kind of why we're doing this one. I don't, before we really get into it, I remember kind of being not wowed by it, but also not feeling like it was just terrible. It was it felt very much like we just didn't need this movie. And but again, you and I are suckers for this shit, so we'll still be there.
We also, this is probably our own fault too, but we get ourselves very excited when the movie when there's a big gap in the films, and then this comes out, we're like, oh, they must have had a script idea to bring it back. Because even though Saw 3D is called Saw, it has 19 titles, Saw the Final Chapter and all that, no one actually believed, I think, that the franchise was going to end there.
Too much money to be had for especially for how low budget these films are. Overall, it really doesn't take much to break even and make a profit. And we've had this debate on a number of podcasts before about Saw. Like, did they just kill John Kramer too early? And now, like, that's why we get these kind of offshoots, and just like they're desperate to keep the franchise alive. But again, we'll get into that later on in the next few movies as well.
I think two things the producers would say in hindsight about the death of John Kramer in Saw 3. Number one, they did not do it very ceremoniously, considering how much legs the franchise ended up having left after that. Like, his death is kind of like not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. And then number two, I think the writers would almost say to some degree, like, it was probably maybe not a good thing, but it was fun for them to kind of have themselves painted into that corner and still find a way to keep him involved in the franchise for so many more. I mean, he is technically dead for, I would say, at least half the movies, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Saw X doesn't count because it's a prequel.
No, more than half. Hey, well, spoilers, to those not watching or have never seen before. I mean, theoretically, I always visioned, like, because 4 and 3 are essentially one movie, that his death, like, four should have been the natural end for Saw, but again, that wasn't going to be able to happen. And here we go. Now we got the full intro. Again, I would be very shocked if any of you are listening to this without having seen this movie, but we just kind of got now, like, looking back, the reveal of a twist of, like, the opening and then everything else are not technically related, but however, we don't know that on the first initial watch.
Remember when we did this at my bachelor party? You were like, let's do an escape room. I was like, I got a better idea.
Yeah, and I really honestly feel bad that almost everyone died and you didn't really have any groomsmen left.
Well, my wife ended up divorcing me, so it didn't really matter anyway,
Well, yeah, I mean, her brother was one of the guys who died. That didn't go well.
We signed waivers.
That's true. My favorite thing as
What's your
lawyer.
timestamp? I just want to make sure we're at the same part. I'm at 4:36.
Oh, I'm at. Yeah, right. Like are they looking at saws?
Yeah, right now they're like just getting up off the floor. I might be like 5 seconds ahead of you.
No, that's exactly where I am.
I love when these people are like, please help me. Like, bitch, I'm in the same exact position you're in.
You're like, no, I will help you.
You first. It's like the oxygen mask on a plane. Let me help you first, and then I'll do me. It'd be funny if there was one guy, his bucket was accidentally turned to the side. He's like, my fucking eyepiece.
I can't see.
This just seems unfair.
But I will say, I mean, I remember watching this with you the first time. And we'll get into it here in a second, but this one is kind of unfair, and we called it out quite early. And then, again, we'll learn more about it here. But I will say John Kramer, he's a guy who plays by the rules.
He is.
I mean, and I guess his rules, but
anyone watching this has to understand we're going to spoil Jigsaw and at least any previous movie in the franchise. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, and honestly, if you're again, just like the Saw movie, I mean, just watch it and then come back. Yeah, because it's just more fun to talk about if we all know what's going on here.
We have to. But to your point, Cycly, about how John Kramer plays by the rules, as a Saw fan, once you see something that seems to violate his code, it's kind of a tip-off that he is probably not involved.
Yes, exactly. But this one right here, I mean, again, I think you and I were being like, what the hell? That guy passed out. He never woke up. That was, and we didn't know too if that was something else going on.
He's just really tired, man. He's a nurse, probably working a double shift.
Honestly, at this point now, that's the move if you ever get caught in Jigsaw's. Just be like, I was passed out during the rules, and he's going to feel bad for you.
It's really not fair to do it that way. He does take a lot of now obviously, chronologically, depending when this is happening, it's not really stealing, but the Saw 5 Become One trap sort of is entirely based on this premise of giving a little bit of blood to survive.
Yeah, which sacrifices. I mean, that's a big thing for him, right? The whole reason he does everything he does. Oh, this would hurt so bad.
Yeah, it really would.
Oh, why would you do?
Yeah, I always. I totally understand the stress of these situations, but I don't know, maybe a finger instead of your wrist or forearm.
Surprisingly, this was, if you take all 10 Saw movies, including Spiral and including Jigsaw. This ranks 8th in box office, still at $38 million. I mean, the two behind it was Saw 6, interesting enough, and then Spiral, which you really would have thought that Spiral with like Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson would have been
Spiral,
like
just on
names
the cast, alone, had to have had the highest budget, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't know if I have the budget information.
The thing that these things used this was, I actually read in my Horns Fun Facts, this was the first Saw movie, and it makes sense because they thought or they at least claimed the franchise was over. But the first one not to come out 1 year after the previous installment.
Yeah, I mean, we really thought we were done I mean, again, they sold it as the 2010 Saw 3D was it. Let's see. According to Google AI, this movie had a budget of 10 million. Spiral, had a budget of 20 million, which is by far the most of the Saw movies.
And I would guess 5 of that is Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, probably. And Saw, the next highest is 17 million at Saw 3D, and I have to imagine that's just the 3D technology. But overall, this film franchise has made over $1 billion. So
it's insane. I think mathematically, I read somewhere the first one, if you go budget to box office, is like one of the top 5 most like profitable films of all time.
I mean, that has a $1.2 million budget, and I think it made, I think what I saw was over $55 million.
That's insane.
The second movie is the one that had the biggest box office, which was like 80, 88, something like that.
And the second movie is a great script.
Yeah. I think the word of mouth had gone around on how good the first one was.
Yeah, dude, these used to be like a Halloween staple. Like Halloween season, you'd have to go see these in theaters.
Yeah, it was a tradition you and I had for a very long time. The engineering on this one, like, you know, it is pretty extensive. It is funny because when we see now, again, we know that this is a prequel, right? This is all happening. This is what theoretically, like canonically, like one of John's earliest traps,
right? Which is crazy when you think about how complex it is compared to like the bathroom trap or the razor wire.
And that's what's so, you know, like, again, if you really get into the lore, it makes like some of his traps are so raw in the first couple, right? Like movies. So it's just like, you know, if you really think about all the traps they show in the first one, it's just like this has like some like incredible engineering. So it is kind of odd that they showed this, but again, we're not watching this for accuracy.
The other thing I always think about is like, and this is the big thing in Saw 2, is 2 things. When you put multiple people in a trap, and then when you put them in one of the rare scenarios like this in Saw 2, where they're in a very open space, like there's a lot of things they can interact with. Planning for every contingency would be so difficult. Like, what if they go mess with this thing in the corner? Like, where do I have to put all my, like, they said to booby trap 1 billion different things. And in Saw 2, they're like walking through a 7-bedroom house the whole time.
Yeah. By the way, like, this is like what? So this is that's unrelated, right? This is we're back in the future. Everything during the trap is in the past. Everything else is in the future, right? If I remember correctly.
But Halloran has been a goddamn son of a bitch the entire time. I'll tell you that.
Damn it, Halloran.
Damn, he doesn't play by the rules, but he gets.
I'm on a pod. I'm on a ad for 1 minute and 25 seconds.
All right, I will pause. While we're on break, pause at home, please. I'm at the 11-minute 44-second mark.
I only have 2 more, and they're all
ad breaks
soon. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it true, likely that you're a contributor on the Jigsaw Rules subreddit that they're about to reference with the other forensics specialists?
Neither confirm nor deny.
Is your name Jigsaw Stan 6969?
No, what? That's ludicrous. I mean, who needs 2 6 9s, right? Like, One is enough. Am I right?
You're
Yeah,
insatiable. We know it.
that wouldn't be me. That doesn't sound. How do you subscribe though? Like, do you like it? Like, if you were talking to someone who ran it, like, would
I
you
mean,
be like, hey man,
the guy or girl posts some pretty good theories. I'm not gonna lie. That's how I knew
yeah,
it couldn't
I've
be you.
uh yeah, no, like,
Too thought provoking.
no, I mean, I think he does I mean, definitely. I mean, I guess it could be a she. They do a really good job, you know. And they have like they're clearly dedicated people, and I think whoever
They
it
clearly
is,
do their
like,
research, and they like
we
don't
all should
speak.
appreciate them more and not make fun of them. I am back in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
And what's your timestamp
No, see, it's not showing me.
on
Like
Hulu?
11:40. Yeah, 11:40.
Okay, that's about where I am.
She just said he looks a little pale. That's a good joke. I gotta.
That's because of the deadness. I got it.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking lasers in this one.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, that's the one thing I really don't like about it. It's because the technology. It's like so. And now I know this guy's helping him, but it's so far beyond what John Kramer ever would have fucked with in the
Yeah.
original.
Do
Do you
think he's gonna
remember
be okay?
Cycly? This guy?
Yeah.
He probably will play the next game.
Okay. Yeah, just walk it off.
I'm more concerned about his swollen ankle.
True.
He needs to ice
Gotta
that
let it
thing.
heal.
Do you remember your theory? And I think we developed it like afterwards. What would have been cooler than the actual twist of revolving the coroner right here, this lady, the girl.
Yeah. What was it? I can't remember.
Your theory was, even though she would be maybe like 3 years too old for this to work, especially since we find out in a little bit that she is obsessed with John Kramer and like I think has either restored some of his traps or built like replicas. You said she should have been Gordon's daughter who became obsessed with John Kramer after he was like kidnapped and reformed.
Yeah, something like that's right. Now I remember. Yeah, like just tie it more together instead of introducing a new like successor to Jigsaw. Like we got that so many times, and it's just like
And
I'm like, oh, yeah.
this guy
Obviously,
who
they're all red herrings, but
right, this guy who's a successor of Jigsaw, like in Saw X, is he even acknowledged, or is this movie now almost like the redheaded stepchild where they try and just pretend like it's not in the canon?
I really think between this and Spiral, it's completely forgotten in the zeitgeist of Saw. But like I said, I will if I had to gun to head pick one like this or Spiral. I think this one's a better movie.
I do too. This one at least plays in the Saw. Like Spiral to me felt like it was a cheap way to get guys like you and I, into the theater under the guise.
Which again,
of
you don't need to go cheap on us. We would have gone anyway. We're sick. Don't trick us with your lies. We'll go. You'll take.
But if that movie is released with Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson and it has no connection to Saw, in theory, I don't think I ever would have seen it.
See, I disagree. I feel like we still would have.
So you would have just seen a Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson cop.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying if there was like okay.
No, I meant if that movie just came out and it was not in the Saw universe or marketed as such,
and it was just called like
I don't know, Detroit PD.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I wouldn't have gone. You're right. I wouldn't have gone in theater, but if like that was streaming or something, I'd be like, yeah, I could watch that.
Yeah. Love Billy's red shoes, pulling them off.
And again, Billy is so sophisticated in this.
I kind of wonder too. The exact timeline here, like depending how far before, Billy is kind of a late addition to John Kramer's arsenal.
What do you mean by that? Sorry, maybe I misunderstood.
Well, like when he traps Cecil, for example, right in his very first ever trap, Billy is like on the like workshop table with him and stuff,
right.
but he doesn't really like incorporate him until like way later on. Not way later on, but like even when Hoffman started working with him, he was like I think beginning to tinker with it. Here he's like fully fleshed out and riding a tricycle around.
Well, he's definitely in Saw 2.
Yeah, and he's in the first one. Like Adam finds him in his apartment.
Yeah.
But isn't all that before this?
Theoretically, yes, you're correct. Yeah.
So like John, did he just get diagnosed when this part? I'm still a little confused because I
think he's been diagnosed. Yeah. Well, again, we'll get to it here in a little bit, but isn't the ending like someone's like he's helping out a friend, like as his friend got fucked or something, like got screwed over and by one of these people, and he like says, "Oh, someone should do something about." I feel like there was some like message at the end of this. But again, it's been she's lying about the baby. That's one of the
Yeah.
things.
Well, yeah, she says that her husband like rolled over onto it.
Yeah, it was her, right?
Probably.
Yeah, there's something at the end where like John, I'm assuming he's had his diagnosis. Yeah, it's been a little bit.
They didn't go back to play the hits of like him hating insurance companies here, did they?
I mean, he's just got his diagnosis. He hasn't been declined.
That's
He
true.
still thinks that American healthcare is not broken yet.
It is crazy. Even if you
Like,
go back
it's
to
fine.
Saw X, the guy's had a lot of really bad. I mean, every American has, but he's had a lot of really bad experiences with his insurance provider.
Well,
He's
that
on
would
the
drive
phone like,
anyone.
I'm strongly considering switching to Blue Cross Blue Shield, even with the higher premium. My out-of-pocket maximum is $2,000 less.
I really saved a lot of money by switching. The guy could be like, "What? I don't understand why you're doing this."
Their
Right
support agents on chat are actual people, not just AI. Oh, that's great,
You
man.
swear if I let you go, you're going to join? Like, you're like, what is this commercial? Like, what
Do you
advertising?
have to do the voice always?
It's guerrilla marketing, man.
His player budget, we've always said, like, dude, like he must have bought out every single Circuit City, every single Radio Shack. Kevin McAllister, eat your heart out. Like you thought you had the like monopoly on recording yourself.
You know, my overall theory is that
He
Jigsaw
is Kevin
is
McAllister. Makes too much sense, actually.
You can't prove that they're not. You know, he's not. He saw how much he enjoyed hurting other people, setting traps, and he's at a formidable age in Home Alone. Like that's gonna impact him, man. He's gonna get the itch.
To keep in touch with his roots, he still likes to draw out his blueprints with crayon and then eat a macaroni and cheese dinner before.
Look, if it works, why should that
like Michael
great.
Jordan wore his college shorts under his NBA shorts every single day.
Yeah. That was definitely true. This one has like very much the dynamic, if I recall. I mean, at least as a group, like of Saw 2, right? Like this guy, one of these guys is like a major asshole. One is like trying to get everyone to work together.
I do feel like they're cooperative in this one a little bit longer than like in Saw 5, really only until the very end they actually work together. This one, they're kind of like, this guy's, like you said, just your classic two-dimensional douchebag. But the others are actually sort of trying to help her. So how do the other people live? I know she has the poison and she has a 33% chance with these syringes of curing herself, dying, or just nothing happening. How do they get involved? Like, what do they need her to do for them to live?
I think they just need her to, I mean, like, was there a like...
Well, are there's numbers on them? Is one of them a code to like a safe?
I think so. And instead, this guy doesn't want to actually like, either they're not smart enough to understand what the rules were, or he just knows we can stick all three in her. And
yeah, I think the one that saves her is the right combination. And I remember this from when I saw this earlier today. It's 355 because that's the amount of change in the purse of the woman whose purse she stole.
Like, what is a life worth? Look, John. I mean, how much does John like? You know, like it's incredible. Like when he's taking notes, he's like, I have a delicious way of karma right here.
Do you think when he's out some days scouting for people to capture, he's like, just like anything, some days are better than others. Some days I see 4 people that definitely deserve to be in a trap, and other days I really have to kind of expand my criteria.
Which is why I really enjoyed the opening of Saw X.
Yeah, that's true.
Where we had the daydream.
That's just an actual good movie.
She knows it's 355. Pick it.
Yeah, she doesn't have many skills, but counting correct change is one of them.
Yeah, this is the... Ooh.
Although he's still Wolverine clawing these syringes. He squirted the one guy in the face. Like if that's the acid, I'm gonna kill you.
Or is it?
I
Was it? Sorry, did he say two of them are acid?
One is acid, one
Let me
is
get
saline, the other's an antidote.
Yeah.
So really, two of them kill her. One kills her right away. The other one just doesn't cure the poison in her veins. You know what else would be a big deal? The outfit you had on when you got captured. And
You're like,
I
I
guess we
swear I
just
don't. Oh, ouch.
those are huge too.
Oh, she's like, this isn't what I usually wear. Oh gosh.
I mean, the makeup's effect here pretty good.
Yeah, and you're right. This is probably, other than Saw X, the best looking Saw movie. Because I will say, if I recall, Spiral, they tried. It was higher budget, but again, probably because they had Chris Rock and Samuel L.
It
Jackson.
had this
They
weird like tint on the.
they tried to replicate like the rawness of like Saw 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just kind of awkward because you could tell it was like fake low budget, versus like actual low budget.
Exactly. Like you can't imitate underground rap that was like recorded in someone's basement in
Yeah.
like a studio.
It's too clean.
It is kind of amazing that like when you go back and watch, I mean, we watched all these in recent years. Like the actors in it, most of the time are like kind of up and comers or people that have had like small roles, but none of them, unless I'm totally missing somebody, have gone on to have like big careers. Like Johnny Depp was obviously in Nightmare on Elm Street, his first role. Brad Pitt was in Cutting Class. Like no one in these movies has been on that level.
Are you talking about the whole franchise?
Yeah, like just like the nondescript people that get put in the traps. Like none of
Yeah.
them. None of them was like the early start for like big time actors.
I was gonna say the. Yeah, I'm trying to look at like the IMDb of each of these guys. I'm like, there's really
I mean, like you have
not.
Scott Patterson as Agent Strom from Gilmore Girls, who's in, like
But
three of
it's
them.
right, like a lot of kind of like last ditch has not. I wouldn't call them a has-been. They were all like just consistent CD listers.
Right. Like Larique Bent, who played Rig, who I really like. He never went on to really do anything. Yeah.
I mean, obviously Carrie Ellis in the first one, but like,
Well, now it's
again,
kind of funny that Donnie Wahlberg is in the second one, and
that's
a
true.
couple others, obviously, in flashbacks.
Yeah, but like, yeah, who the like, Amanda actress? Like, did she ever?
No, she was on Becker, that Ted Danson show, but that was like pretty much it. Shawnee Smith. Honestly, the one person who blew up was James Wan.
I'm pause, please.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and you can argue that
23:45 paused.
23:45. All right.
Commercial.
Yeah,
Guys,
I mean,
pause.
like, and Hugh, like, like how much was that? Like, what really happened between him and the studio? Was it too small for him? Like, what? I don't know. Have you done like really the breakdown of like that breakup, or
Was it him and Lionsgate or more him and Lee Whannell? Or both?
I always thought like that's what I'm saying. It was a little bit of both.
Lee Whannell stuck around and I think is still kind of peripherally involved in the franchise. James Wan ducked out long ago. And obviously has done a billion horror movies and 2 Aquaman films and a Fast and Furious since then. So he's doing okay.
Yeah, because one, like, he directed and he was like, yeah,
They
I think
both
he
wrote
only
the first
served
one,
as
him and
like
Whannell.
executive producer, right? Like that's all he did, right? Like, which is just tag your name. It was probably one of the deals in the breakup. It was like he retains rights to.
Yeah.
What did you say? Your
23:45.
Okay, and pause. Go. Play.
I love the nice little bracelets on this guy's wrist. One of them is from his ex-girlfriend, but they're going to get back together, so he's not gotten rid of it yet.
Yeah, and the other is a Live Strong, and John Kramer's going to see that, be like, "Whoa, I have cancer. You know what? I'm sorry. You're an ally."
What if he's like, Lance Armstrong and I are both actually competing to be the most popular cancer fund research group, and I really don't like
he does it through fear, and Lance does it through cheating.
Yeah, I mean, who would you say has more integrity? Probably John Kramer.
John Kramer, he's on. Say what you will about him, but
People in these situations do weird shit like, okay, it's rebar. You think you're gonna like rip it out with your hands?
He's a strong man.
You know, if you like glossy this place up a little bit and put it on as a Zillow listing, I think you could get some eyeballs on it.
Imagine the Verbo or Airbnb.
Oh, I know. Everyone loves this like cottage barn chic.
Yeah, and you know, like it's also fun to like feel like you're being chased by a murderer. You know, it's like get your adrenaline going, makes you appreciate life, and it's like this is a nice little or retreat even. You know, talk about feeling like camaraderie with your fellow
Oh,
employees.
yeah. And I mean, we talk bachelor parties. This would be perfect for like a group of 10 or 12.
Oh, do you think John Kramer can like just get an at like start a like a business, like do group rates?
Absolutely, he could.
You and like you get a discount for each person who survives.
But like most Airbnbs, you have to do the laundry when you leave.
Oh God, can you imagine cleaning up after this?
No, I cannot.
What gets blood out?
Again, not that like I would do the same thing, but like if you find the shovel, like it's not like you caught them, fast one. They forgot to take the shovel out. Well, now we're gonna get out of here. Like it's all done intentionally.
I always like this guy. He's like, it says no exit, so it must be the exit. Ooh.
If
And I just like John Kramer's like a knowledge of like stupidity. Like I know one of them is gonna walk up there even though it says don't exit.
kind of in the same realm of this, in Saw 1, do we think or have you seen anything ever online confirming if the saws that they have could have ever actually cut through their chains?
I thought I read that they couldn't.
That sounds right too, because hacksaws are really not that powerful,
No.
and those chains were pretty thick.
Yeah. They're
I
meant
mean, I
to
know
cut.
Gordon's broke, but he was also like in a panic and probably not using it correctly.
Yeah, he was going delirious there at the end.
This would hurt really bad.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
It's tighter. It just got tighter. First off, that's what she said. Second off, I'm going to need you to move and relax for me to get this tape.
Honestly, like just let it take your leg. You'll be fine. You could and then be like that other guy, you know, we are talking about Lance Armstrong, who was that Olympian with with one leg who like
Oscar
killed people. Yeah,
Pistorius.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's plenty of people who have gone through shit who end up doing really bad things. Like, you'll be fine.
This guy, when they're all like, I don't know why I'm here. This guy's like, I don't know either, but for the opposite reason. I've done so much bad shit. I don't know which
Yeah,
particular thing he's like honing in on.
like, yeah, just the level of research that goes into this is like the most impressive thing. And like, how long of a setup would this take? I mean,
Oh,
if you really take from formulating this idea to the research to the development to everything, how long do you think it took from that idea popping in Kramer's head to the execution of these traps? Like,
and
till
that's
the
why
end.
I don't know the exact timeline for the coroner guy who's helping him, but like, how long is he away from his family to do this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You can't be like, all right, going to grab something from CVS and then come back. Like, this is like days and days of preparation.
and to your point, you can't half-ass it. You it's a free roam. Like, you could accidentally forget that there's something in there that like could actually help them out.
I will say one thing they were smart about, although they didn't really have much of a choice, when they were like fleshing out John's backstory in later movies, they were like, dude, he has to be a civil engineer. Otherwise, there is no fucking way
None
we
of
can
this makes
explain
sense.
any of these traps. Like the guy can't be like, I don't know, like an orthodontist. It just would not work.
He's like a project manager at I'm just middle
Yeah,
management
or
company.
he's like the night shift manager at a Target. It's really mainly just stocking the shelves, to be honest. We don't deal with many customers.
It's a thankless job, but someone's got to do it. I think I do remember, like, I mean, obviously at this point when I first watched it, was being highly suspicious of her.
Particles found on the body are animal feces. Okay, so we know it was a bachelor's party. Wait, what? No, I mean that's how we know. Wait, what kind of bachelor parties are you going to? It's
The best
normal
guy.
kinds.
The kinds with, yeah.
Same kinds as
Friends.
everybody goes to. Normal ones. Definitely normal. I will say movies, man, like the press at crime scenes, maybe I'm naive, but like I've never seen like in real life, like where they have it set up. Like this looks like a Victoria's Secret shoot. Like everybody's got like their fucking tripods out.
I mean, it's the big show. And do we like how did I miss that at the very beginning? Did it say how long it's been since the death of John Kramer?
Um, I want to say they said a decade.
So, okay. And then God, I mean, I know we're gonna get to it at the end of this movie. Are these are different people going through the exact same traps? And
Say that
we
again.
just don't. These are different people that they're finding in real time.
Mm.
He's replicating the original trap, right?
Yeah, and every time that they find another death, there's a countdown where he says like, and then there were three.
Yeah. But again, the part we're seeing is completely different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like just from okay, that's what I remembered. Okay.
I think watching this though, like the first time, I was not making the connection that, and maybe this is so obvious and I'm really fucking stupid, but like that the bodies they were finding were mirroring the deaths we had just seen on screen.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean,
does
like again,
this?
there was no reason to think that.
Although they do kind of spoon feed it to us here. He's like, "Yeah, some acid must have been injected in her from one of three syringes." Oh,
Well,
that's
I meant like there was no reason to think of the twist, right? Like but not one time in my head did I think like there was the time element.
yeah. Plus, I was kind of like, "Well, they already did that in Saw 2."
Yeah, I guess maybe to them like going 10 years different was
Yeah,
that's
they're probably
their
like, "Dude, it's
defense.
been 6 Saw movies since we did that. Let us go back."
Yeah, and then that one was very related to the actual track, like the specific, like your son is in a
Like
safe
what
place.
Matthews? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Although I guess it is a little bit different, but that's also kind of the twist of Saw 4. It's more so just like on the surface of like when it's happening is the entire twist.
I mean, yeah, because when you take, I mean, obviously two did both, right? Like, so when you think of the Saw one reveal, it's like, oh, it's not the actual person you think it is.
But you're right,
Saw
2 is different
two,
because the characters, like this one, I feel like is just for the audience. But Detective Matthews was the one fooled by the twist.
yeah.
Obviously, we were
Well,
too, but
and Amanda. So you got the time jump twist in Saw two and Amanda.
that's true.
And, and then three is a time jump twist in a separate way of like combining three and four together.
Yeah,
Because
does
there's not,
3 even really have a twist until you watch 4?
killing John Kramer.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone expected
which is
that.
more just like a decision. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember we walked out of three a little disappointed, and we at the end of four, you and I walked out going like, "Oh shit, that made me like three so much more."
Oh yeah, 4 saves 3, I think.
Yeah, you just have to look at it as like one. I wonder if anyone's ever recut. I mean, it's the internet. Someone definitely has. I'm gonna say someone has like recut Saw three and four to go in order.
Yeah, like how does the end of that play if the entire time you're watching it, you know they're happening simultaneously?
Yeah, it'd be kind of that would be fun to watch. I really wonder if that exists.
Yeah, and dude, I bet it's only like a 2 hour, 40-minute movie.
That is a nice TV, by the way. Like, look at the color, crisp.
It's not for sale, man. I actually did read another Horns fun fact. This, and it doesn't makes even less sense because it's a chronologically takes place before, but this is the first Saw movie where the Billy the Puppet messages play on flat screens.
Oh,
Because remember in all the other ones, they're tube TVs.
so make it make sense that this happens beforehand, and he has
The deal he
flat
got on
screen.
this Vizio Walmart had, it was like he had to take advantage of it. And then it
He went back
honestly,
to the TV store, and it was like suspicious. They're like, "Sir, didn't you just buy like 5 flat screen?" He's like, no, give me tube TV."
what are you, am I punching a clock with you now? My God, I'm a Walmart Plus member. Let me speak to your manager. This is ridiculous.
His budget went out the door, so that's why he could only afford tube TVs the rest of the series.
You know, John Kramer, things have gotten bad when he's buying Roku TVs instead of Sony's.
Hey, look, yeah, it's cheaper, but it lasts. I remember liking this trap. I feel like.
This was really unique, putting them in
Yeah.
a grain like, and so once he pulls the lever, it's supposed to release his leg, right?
Yeah, he has to like sacrifice himself for. See, I just don't understand. Just eat the grain and you'll be fine.
It's like in Beer Fest, like just
Yeah,
drink the beer, and
scene. That's one of my
which he
favorite
tried.
scenes. And then you think he's gonna be able to. You're like,
I
this is
know
ridiculous.
you're like, and
And
then
then
you're
he's
like, oh
dead.
no, never mind. And then
And then
everyone's
he's
like, yeah, I
dead.
don't even know why he attempted that. Like there was no chance of it ever working out. He would have to drink
And then
800 liters of beer.
and then in comes his twin brother, who's like, "Don't call me by my name. Call me by my brother's name, and act like nothing has
And
changed."
act like nothing changed. They're like, okay, this is weird that you like just now showed up.
What a good movie. Then we're, yeah, I'm like, we're suspicious of, yeah, because this guy is just like a
The
mean
physics
cop.
of this, like, could they like sort of like slowly tread grain and end up at the top? Or would it
I think not. I think like the weight ratio, like you would sink no matter what. There's
that's
not
like
enough.
that used to be like an irrational fear of mine, getting caught in like a sand pit or like a ball pit
Well,
where
yeah,
like
yeah. When we were kids, we were told, like, I really thought I'm on my last ad break, everyone. If you want to pause one last
what
time,
are you at? Your timestamp?
um, 3603.
Okay, I'm a little bit behind you because mine like froze for a second, so I'll get caught up there.
Um, Man, like I really felt like quicksand was going to be a major problem. But
And
I
it
felt
and
like
it is a
for me to
problem in my life,
triangle,
but it's not like as bad as I thought it
yeah, I
was.
thought it was going to be like a daily occurrence.
Right, it's more like every
Got,
month, sometimes
got caught
quarterly.
in quicksand again.
The coroners here, I've always just kind of wondered, like, what if there's a day where there isn't a dead body? Like, what do they do?
Yeah, they have that boss who's like, if you need more work, I'll assign you more. And
We
like,
can
there's
we
not
can
a
find
dead.
more work to do. All right.
Oh, no one died today. Then are you worried about job security? Like, dude, I need people to die.
You probably are. Well, that's what, like, especially since John Kramer's been dead. Like you said, like the warehouse business, the abandoned warehouse business has really been hurt.
Yeah. All right, I'm back in 3, 2, 1.
He's this was his daughter he was playing catch with at the beginning, and honestly, she has a pretty nasty curveball. But he's making her throw it at too young an age. She's gonna fuck up her elbow.
These parents, man, they live in vicariously to their kids.
You're not gonna make the same mistakes I did. Aren't you a serial killer? No, I'm not talking about those mistakes. I'm talking about Little
My
League.
dad gave me no quarter, and I'll give you no quarter. JigsawRules.com.
And he's like, "Is it spelled with a Z? Because that'd be fucking badass." No, it's with an S. God damn it!
Jigsaw Rules was taken by a group of fanatic puzzling people. Friends.
We tried to buy it from him, and they were so unreasonable about it. It's like you don't even use the URL. It's like also we found some really weird porn fetishes, midget stuff, midget doing dinosaurs. Like, what's weird about that? Well, that's kind of why I want to talk to you. We think it's you because you don't know. That's no. Everyone Googles that, right? No.
Is that not like a standard? So when you open a computer, that's like the homepage.
I thought that was when you click Chrome, that's the first thing that comes up. Yeah, you have to set it to do that, and that's very alarming.
So wait, this is the first time. I don't think I realized that they mentioned the city Cleveland.
Okay, but do we know if this is in the same city where Kramer was like operating? Because I always thought he was in Detroit.
But why
maybe
why would the whole? Well, the Detroit was just an assumption. There was never actually. It was
Well,
just
are
like
they?
you know.
Hang on. Are they in Cleveland, or were they saying that his assistant had a job offer at the Cleveland City morgue?
Yeah, maybe because they were like notoriously never say like because there's always like is it Baltimore, is it Detroit?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like cities past their heyday with a lot of abandoned warehouses.
I don't know why I always got like an 8 Mile vibe from it.
Was it just because you saw like Eminem in the background throwing up his mom's spaghetti?
And John Kramer was back there with that classic hood on that he used to wear.
Yeah. And then Mekhi Phifer's there too. You're just like, what?
Well, wait a minute. And then Anthony Mackie shows up, and you're like, this is too much.
Did you guys share sets? Like, what's happening?
People like actually wander onto the set of Jigsaw.
I know we got. I think in Saw 3D we got R.I.P. Chester from Linkin Park. He was in one of the kills, but Eminem is one I could absolutely have seen.
Yeah, if I remember right, Chester is in it's the opening scene. He's in the car.
Yeah, it is,
and he's like glued to the seat or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, the fact that this guy's leg is still attached to him is honestly kind of a miracle. Can't do it. Can't do it. I mean, they're not really suffering as bad.
This is what I remember being like unique.
Yeah, the knives and
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Like, here's the crazy thing. Okay, now you break down this trap. They had no way to know whether this was going to land and kill these people. Like, it's a little quick to that judgment. Like, you're risking a lot by putting this trap with, like, you could have killed them both in the first 2 seconds and been like, oh, shoot, we didn't really give them more time.
Well, and one stabs this guy in the, yeah, there it is. So I guess what I was wondering in the beginning is, unlike when a room fills up with water, like as this grain is piling up, could you not slowly start to step on a pile of it so that you're always?
I think it will break down based on the weight, no matter what.
So if you were to lower a person right now on top of it, they would sink through it.
I mean, depends on the weight, I would guess. Like, is it a baby? Maybe a baby will be okay.
Of course, it's a baby.
In what scenario would it not be a baby?
Who else would volunteer? Wait, what?
Ow.
After this, do you think John Kramer is like, look, of all the things I put you through, I would advise you to get a tetanus shot?
Do you think John Kramer's ever been like, you know what? I regret that one. Even for me, that was.
I have to Monday morning quarterback just like everyone else.
I kind of feel bad.
We just have to ask, would that kill you, or is he just in shock and passes out?
If they would have to cut the blood loss. I mean, they would have to. I don't recall what they do here, but
isn't that what Gordon? I mean, I guess he kind of put on a, what's it called when you a tourniquet?
Tourniquet.
Before.
Yeah. She looks like the district attorney in Law and Order SVU.
The
redhead. I don't know if she's the district attorney, but she's like
her, or the one who was interviewing him when he left the station, the
morgue woman.
The one who should have been Gordon's daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Casey Novak.
That's the actress?
I don't know. That's what I'm. Yeah, Casey Novak is the actress.
She looks like someone.
She is Diane Neal. Diane Neal is the actress's name. And she very much has that vibe. Jeez, there's so many seasons of Law and Order.
Yeah, there's a trillion. People don't stop committing crimes.
Oh, they do not. Is he? So do we know? Is he married? Do we have any background? Oh yeah. So there is. Okay.
He at least
Cleveland job is an offer.
Okay, so they're not in, or I guess it doesn't necessarily preclude them from being in Cleveland, but that's an offer that she has on the table.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that makes it sound like it is a different city.
Yeah. Because I feel like they genuinely never told us.
He's probably like, you put me down as a reference, right? What is she like? Yeah. Nightwing? She has a separate studio where she's just like.
She's like, there's no law against being a massive fan of Jigsaw. Again, more abandoned warehouses.
Yeah. With the true crime obsession in this country now, I mean, this wouldn't even raise a red flag at all for law enforcement in the present day.
It does look like a New Jersey license plate.
It looks freezing as fuck, though, so we're definitely like in the right region of the United States.
Yeah. Ooh. I forgot that they were falling. Also, like, would you willing? I mean, she is hot, so it's like follow this person into an
For
abandoned
sure.
warehouse, into one of these elevators that aren't always creepy, no matter what the setting.
Who's paying for the power here?
Yeah, this city, for all its economic issues, clearly keeps power restored to every abandoned warehouse.
Is this one of the few movies that doesn't feature the pig mask in any way, shape, or
Are
form?
we about to see it though? This is like her museum to him.
Oh, I guess I was like, yeah, this is like her homage. That's the rack from Saw 3, right?
Yeah.
Or no, that's the one that what's her
Is that Saw
face?
5?
Who's the chick who gets like her ribs ripped out when Amanda
That yeah, Saw 4 or 5? I can't remember now. There's the Amanda mask.
Now I gotta look up this actress's name.
You think John Kramer would be like, bitch, like get a hobby? He's like, this is kind of creepy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not even this obsessed with me.
Oh yeah, this is another twist. Twist because this is Spiral. That's funny. Um, we don't know that one, right? Like I remember watching it being like, I don't remember that trap.
Oh, she like made her own.
Yeah, like or like a replica. Did she make all of these as a replica, or like did she find these, steal these
It's a great
through like the
question.
police evidence?
The reverse bear trap. It's funny because the last time it's used on, I can't remember Jigsaw's wife's name. What is her name?
You can see her face.
Well, when it's used on her, it's like in an evidence room that Hoffman puts it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly. And then she puts it on him. Oh,
So is he like? Because we know his connection to John Kramer. Is he like, this is pretty fucking cool that she's into this stuff, or is he like, bitch, get out of our lane?
I don't know. Don't you feel like it's like nice to have groupies? You know?
Some like musicians and athletes like despise them, even though they shouldn't.
Oh, come on. It's nice to be appreciated.
Jill was like John's wife's name.
Jill, that's right. Who she definitely like was out of his league.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly totally forgot this guy was still hanging on.
Yeah, they're doing the tourniquet. He's like, calm down, dude. You just
Yeah,
stabbed a girl
what's
in
the
the
big
neck.
deal?
It's just a leg. All right,
You're
if you
being
had
a
to, okay, fine.
little dramatic.
Quick question: you got to lose one leg or one arm. Which one are you picking?
Probably an arm.
Wow. Even if
Wait,
it's too dominant.
where do I lose the leg and the arm? Is it like below the knee and below
Above
the
the
elbow?
knee, above the elbow.
Above?
Yeah,
How
just
far
slightly.
above?
Like let's say an inch.
Um, I think the arm.
Wow. Yeah, I
What would
think
you
I
bet?
might agree with you. I just feel like, I mean, you can always have prosthetics for the legs, which is fine, but like it'd still be nice to go for, it's just without having to worry about it. Go walk around and deal with that, getting in and out of the bathtub and things like that.
Man, I don't know. You're right, because prosthetics, I feel like with the leg would be better than the arm.
Yeah, the arm just kind of hangs out.
No way this guy's 6'2".
All right. Next question. Blind or deaf?
Definitely deaf. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now, music would that one would hurt.
That would. A lot of people in comas disappear. Happens all the time.
Isn't that part of the definition of being in a coma? Is you disappear?
Yeah, you just walk. You take walks sometimes.
Sleep coma or walk comas. Do we remember what he did?
He claimed maybe this isn't the full story because I think with a lot of these people, there's like more that they weren't saying. But he like sold a motorcycle to somebody that he knew was like fucked up, and the guy
Oh
died
yeah,
like
I know
driving
that.
it home. She's the one who's like clearly lying. She's like, "Oh, what did you do wrong? My husband did something wrong." Like, no, but you.
Yeah, yeah, she's isn't. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's what I was. Now it's coming back to me. She was John Kramer's neighbor, and that's how he knew that the husband didn't do it, right?
I think so. So this guy's getting now we're getting his story revealed, and here's the trap that fangirl was just talking about. Isn't that kind of the same story that he told though?
What do you mean?
He like he said I thought in the beginning he said he sold him a bike that he knew was fucked up, and that's how he died.
Buyer beware,
Yeah,
You
all sales
sell
are
it as
final.
is,
All
you
sales are
know.
final. Yeah, this isn't CarMax, buddy. Honestly, too, $600, not that much. Like you kind of need to expect it's going to be a lemon.
Yeah, really, that's fun. I don't like to victim blame. I mean, I kind of do, but like I don't like to, and you know, I'm just gonna say equal parts here.
Mm-hmm. So is this just basically like the same technology around like those old cigarette lighters in cars, where it's like this tense metal rod that they just like heat up with
Yeah.
friction?
Which again, the level of sophistication in these traps are like,
Oh yeah, so much easier to kill him by doing like 10 different things. This is pretty athletic.
yeah, good thing she's like a little gymnast. Hey, these are the things like does John Kramer take account for?
I kind of think he wants this to happen. That's why he put it by like those little like support beams.
I'm suddenly trying to remember what happens.
I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know what I would do with my arms, but I kind of feel like him just reaching them out might not be the best idea.
go now. Guys, I mean, it's not my first rodeo. I'd be like, it's probably not going to last forever. Like, go finish it up. There we go. Got ahead of yourselves, huh?
So the
Did you
motorcycle
really?
that's at the bottom, what would him hitting the gas do?
I think he would have stopped it. He had to like basically cut himself and sacrifice himself to, or part of his arm.
Eesh. It's okay. He's fine. He's
He's,
fine.
he's
We just got to
just get
walk this
some
one off.
hydrogen peroxide on the wounds.
Now, I'll be
We don't
honest.
want
He
infection.
Let's just set him in the medical tent on the sideline. He'll be right back out.
Get him in the tent.
Did this guy just absorb himself into the air? He's not wrong. Like you could you be more cliche cops sleeping while you're supposed to be guarding the person? I love how they're like, and it's because they found his blood. They're like, we're gonna literally fucking dig up John Kramer.
Yeah. He has to still be. And again, why are like the press like having such almost all this access where the cameraman can run straight up into the coffin?
They're like, don't the Red Wings play tonight? And this just complicates things. When you saw this in theaters, do you remember like what were we thinking at this point? I was like, dude, if they really fucking resurrect this guy,
I had a feeling they weren't gonna resurrect him. And I wondered if they were doing something with time again, but like I didn't think again when I think about the reveal of this one, and I still think it's a semi decent twist. I just didn't think that this like was happening at like his first major trap game. Like I didn't think it was like so
Right.
far in the past.
Yeah, usually what Saw movies do is they like all of the stuff in the first two acts is at least like where you think the narrative is going is a diversion. So like even them digging up
Yeah,
his
and you're like
grave is kind
prepared for that. Yeah.
right.
And I was always curious, like they never gave us, right? If I recall, we don't get to. So again, they're replicating the exact original trap in real time, and in the modern time. We don't see any of that other than the dead bodies.
Right.
Okay, not one time are we seeing like
Yeah, this chick's definite fangirl. She was in a Jigsaw fantasy league.
I mean, that would be kind of fun actually.
That actually
What would
would
be
be
your
fun.
like team name?
A lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot. That'd be
Puzzlers with three R's.
we'd be like no puzzle jokes, guys. Come on. Be
They're just
creative.
too hard for us to piece together. We should do a ranking sometime of the cops in the Saw movies, like the partners. Because some of them I really like. These ones are really fucking boring in this one. I like this dude, but Halloran just sucks so much.
The thing is too, like they killed. What was the female cop in the third and fourth one? Like she was like a major player in the first few, and then like they just killed off so many people fast. And I wonder if they were like it was because actors didn't want to just commit to the year-round turnarounds. Like,
Yeah, Harry, played by Dina Meyer.
mhm.
She's the one
Like, do
who
you think
Amanda
it was like
kills by.
that?
Maybe. I think they also probably thought like these guys have to die. They're chasing Jigsaw inherently. And they're just kind of expendable. So it's cool to just like keep cycling them in. There would be like a one movie overlap with like all the cops where like they would each be in two movies, but they would like stagger them.
Yeah. And like I remember thinking at this point in the movie, early on, Halloran, like they're making Halloran too obvious. So you're like, he's not the. And then
Oh
you
yeah.
wonder, like, are they making it so obvious? So I think it's not him, and it will be like. Yeah, but
But then I
he's
also
not.
remember thinking like, dude, they just the entire big twist of the like first seven was that Hoffman was working with John Kramer. Like they're gonna do that with another cop. Yep. Love the countertops in this house.
What's rent like in the city? Like, you think rent's really low? Like, is it like, with the city struggling, or like you
No,
think, yeah, still.
it's likely rent is the real killer here. The interest rates.
I'm surprised John Kramer didn't go off on tangents about increasing costs.
That I mean, if he lived long enough, that would have been next. The
What is
volatility
this?
of the
A
housing
two
market has
bedroom,
reached a boiling point. Yeah,
two
you
bedroom,
cannot,
900 square foot apartment is
you cannot,
$3,000.
you cannot call a study with no closet a bedroom, Zillow. That's why you're in this trap.
It's just like the CEO of Zillow. They're like, all I did, the people put it up, not the CEO.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. So this guy, whatever was the thing they put in his IV, basically like the acid that chick in the barn got put in her.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna look up this actress. What's
So
her
she's just
name?
like in real life or in the show?
Yeah, in the
In the
movie.
movie. Well, he just called her Elle. I don't know if that's short for like
Eleanor.
Ellie or
Okay.
okay.
Hannah Emily Anderson. Nope. She's Canadian. There you go.
Oh, nice. I think
I'm
Shawnee Smith is Canadian also.
It's cheaper to hire Canadians.
They're not as shrewd negotiators.
I'm just happy to be involved. She looks so different. I'm trying to see, yeah, like she's not in, she was in X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Who's she playing that?
Elaine Gray. I don't know if it's anyone like.
Oh, that's Jean Grey's mom. Yeah, that's like she's
Oh
in
yeah, yeah. Return to Silent Hill next year.
Oh, that's cool.
She's really not in much. Yeah, same in acting, same in television shows, but she's not bad in this.
No.
Again, for most of the flaws of Saw movies are just how bad the acting is, and again, I don't think this one it definitely has some overacting, especially with like some of the cops. Like that's normal, but it's really probably one of the better acted outside of like Saw X. There's
Yeah,
the thing.
I would agree. Man, the upside down camera is a creepy aesthetic.
My when I was little, my dad used to remember when they used to record us on camcorders, and me and my sister used to ask him to turn us upside down. He would take the camcorder and
And then you're like, whoa!
you're like, well, we're upside down.
Holy shit.
That's
So
probably how it was on set.
how long was the pig mask guy just waiting outside for them?
Just a while. It's getting cold. He's like, come on, hurry
Thank
up.
God I brought this portable DVD player.
Oh yeah, this is where she knows
Although,
him.
yeah, if you're watching this movie, you're like, fucking finally, Tobin Bell. Yeah, and you're watching it and you're like, wait, so he is alive? God damn it.
Yeah, because
He
and
looks
then the way
great
she
too.
reacts too. She's like, John Kramer. I was like, wow, no scar on his neck at all.
God, I remember after that in Saw 3, like on the IMDb boards, which used to be like the only place to talk movies on the internet, people were trying to rationalize how he could be alive in the most insane ways.
It was all prosthetic. It was all
Yeah.
fake.
My brother is an EMT, and he said if that happens and the cops get there or the ambulance gets there within 15 minutes, there is a good chance you could live.
Good chance. Yeah. 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 I'm trying to remember what he did. He looks so much like Jeff in the third one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. John Kramer has a type for sure. Oh, he drank in high school? Well, fuck. He's got to be in a saw trap.
And again, how does he find this out? Like, where does Jigsaw get his information? I was there the whole time.
I mean, I don't really think that was that guy's fault. Like, yeah, he was acting like an idiot in the back of the car, but like they're probably all drinking. Dude, you
But
confessing now doesn't count.
and again, I'd still be like, how did you know that? Like, assuming that this guy has never told anyone, unless John Kramer just happened to be there. Do you think John Kramer, when he sees something like, he's like, well, that was lucky,
It's like I keep a very detailed journal of everything I see on my walks.
and I see a lot.
That's why I always take one extra lap. The like soul patch for John Kramer, he's one of the few guys who can pull it off.
Oh, he can pull off anything.
I do wish it would have been kind of funny, but also like really sort of sadistic and fucked up if one time he did make a mistake and put someone in there for the wrong reason and they were like on the brink of death or being tortured.
He's like, oh shit, you know what? That's why pencils have erasers.
This sucks too because he says she actually was really supportive of him during his cancer. She's like, God, you kill one person.
Yeah, did he hear the next? Yeah, or she like killed her and okay.
Yeah, I'm interested to see here how he actually knows what really
See,
happened.
and I love that, like, again, they're showing this at least that why they're showing how John Kramer knows what she did. But again, no reference on how he knows that that guy was in a drunk driving accident like 30 years ago.
Oh, this is pretty morbid. So she just suffocated their baby?
Yeah, and then put it under him.
Oh my God. That's, I mean, of all the things in Saw, that one really kind of fucks me up. And then he doesn't know, right? He like thinks he did it.
I think he thinks he did and killed himself. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I always love the Jigsaw. I'm not doing anything.
Like, okay, really? We're gonna do this?
Like, if I was in this trap, I'd be like, come on, look, I get that I'm a shitty person and you can kill me, that's fine, but like, just admit your part to play in this. You're
Yeah.
choosing to do this.
There's a third person like you, league commissioner in fantasy football, vetoed a trade that would have helped the team in second place pass you in the standings.
You're
I,
lying.
I do deserve to be here. You're right.
The other person kills like a room full of 10 children. You're like, is this really equal? Like, why am I being lumped in? Yeah, I fucked up, but this seems like this not all sins are equal, guys. Come on.
It is funny though, because when you watch a Saw movie, like usually the twist is like really, really late, like the last like 2 minutes of the film. So right here, you're kind of thinking like, all right, is the twist can't just be like why these people were in the trap in the first place, right? Like something else has to be
Yeah,
happening. Like we all think
like
of
that's
the
not.
right. We all think of John Kramer getting up and yelling "Game over" and closing the door. It's like the literal. I think it's the last shot of the first Saw.
Well, yeah, and then the get closing the door. Game. Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah. Was they just showing that the husband who killed himself because he thought he killed the baby was he a cop?
I don't think he was. I think they're showing that like. I don't think that had to do with the husband. Or like, are you talking about? Sorry, the morgue guy.
Yeah. So well, no, Halloran
Yeah,
was calling
Halloran.
to. Maybe I'm getting confused. He's calling Detective Keith Hunt, and then someone at either the police precinct or the morgue closed a fridge,
Yeah,
and it had a picture of Halloran shaking someone's hand, who I thought
yeah,
looked like that chick's husband.
yeah. So I think that's well. There, it's not that. I don't think it's that husband. But I think they're assuming he's obviously framing Halloran. At least that's why. How I'm
I
breaking
mean,
it down.
if you and I were going to go on like a late night mission like this, would you let me wear my leopard skin jacket?
I've honestly never seen him not wear it, so I'd be.
I'm just worried you would be mad that I was upstaging you.
Well, I'd be like, first of all, I was like, is that real for or is it a real leopard
They're
print?
like, well, you seem real intimidated by it for it to be fake.
Yeah, I'm still
It's
trying to. I wish I could place myself. Like, it's so funny that this movie was only 8 years ago, but in the
uh,
like scheme of things, like it feels so much older compared to like the other Saw movies. Like, I mean,
yeah.
maybe it's because I've seen the Saw movies more often, but like, it just genuinely does not feel like 8 years ago.
Well, when I read that IMDb fun fact that this was the first one to not come out a year after the others, in my head I was like, okay, I thought it was like a couple years after Saw 3D, but not seven. Like I
Yeah,
thought it was like two or three.
and it's
God, you
just
and
right now.
I was gonna say you and I must have just been like starving for Saw so bad when this came out because it had been almost a decade.
And again, we were thinking they were going to do something so like, wow, they've been building this for so long. Like,
Yeah.
something is up. But they're doing the very much like the Saw 2 thing here where the police are clearly in the right place. And you're like, wait a second, this is definitely the room.
Yeah, but you're like, this doesn't look aesthetically like the one that I'm currently seeing the characters in. Do we ever figure out how he settled on the pig?
Um, I
Because I
feel
know
like there
Billy
was,
was going to be a toy for his son Gideon,
yeah. Well, there was the
which would freak him the
pig
fuck out.
trap in the third one, which is maybe the most disgusting. Like
Yeah,
not
that's
like brutal,
gross.
like just like the rotting pigs.
But
But
that's like
yeah,
after he's used the mask.
yeah. There's the pig. I wonder if it was just like, hey, this is a creepy ass mask.
But he has like reverence for pigs because he's like pigs are very compassionate animals. Not my ex-wife, you know. No, but John, I do see your point. Yeah, lesson learned.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, one shot. Like I remember what happens here, but like he tells them. And then I also was confused. I'm like, well, you showed them who you are and they know your name. Like, if one of
Yeah,
them
you're gonna
does
let one.
survive,
I know it seems against his MO, but this is John has used guns. Oh, that's so iconic! Just seeing him close that door.
hmm
He's used guns a couple times in Saw 2. Remember, there's that, and I don't even remember. This is like one of the deaths that they never really explain. But in the very beginning, that guy like turns a key
yeah,
in a lock, and he like looks through a peephole, and there's a shot like a revolver on the
yeah.
other side that shoots him through the head.
Honestly, that's probably one of the better ways to go if you're in a jigsaw like
Oh, dude,
trap. Like you're
that's
like it's immediate death.
yeah. You rarely see that. So to get an out like that is incredible. In fact, it kind of goes against the whole point because he wants you to be like tortured, so you think and are like processing your death as it's happening.
Yep. He's so obsessed with Halloran. My
He's
goodness.
also not holding that hatchet at her the right way. She's like, "You need to kill me with the sharp end, idiot." This is like a Detective Michael Scarn situation. Everyone had like more people keep entering with guns. It's like, hang on.
And then comes this person, like a clown car of cops.
I don't know what this barn was used for, but behind her it looks like the employee mailboxes.
Well, that's where they would come pick up their paychecks, you know. Any notes for everyone?
Yeah, you could leave like reminders for people.
Like Halloran's got to be the bad guy.
There's the other thing in the scene. You're like, who am I rooting for? I mean, all these people
Yeah,
kind of
I
suck.
actually, yeah. I mean, you think like Saw kind of doesn't really give you a person to ever root for, right? Like unless like you are rooting for Jigsaw.
Yeah, you kind of want everybody to have a shitty conclusion, but you could probably rank them. I don't remember what John told them this shotgun is there for. This was
He
like get
said
up
that's
and
your key to freedom.
he's got to read into
He
his
said
words so
he
much.
said think backwards.
Mm.
Don't forget. Yeah, I mean the thing is too, like Jigsaw tells you everything that you got to really listen to him. But how do you know that, right? Like if you're meeting him for the first time, and you're like, you know, like he just said, oh, the key is.
Imagine if like that's how he ordered at restaurants. He was just like so cryptic with the waitress. She's like, "Can you just point to it on the menu?" Thanks for your appetizers. I'd rather you just tell me what you want.
He's gonna get the appetizers
Oh yeah,
last.
this I just remember this shoots backwards, doesn't it?
Yep, that's what I was saying. Like we've got it backwards. Yeah. Like how do you know? Like when John Kramer's again impressive engineering here by
Also,
John Kramer.
if you're him and you figure it out, like why would you tell her? Because I feel like he was just about to.
There's the key. He's just a nice guy now.
You know what? I've had a pretty rough day, but I think I've deserved Chipotle after this.
Yeah, Chipotle would definitely slap after this.
Dude,
Oh, I broke the
I got
key.
Chipotle last week, kind of out of convenience and desperation. I'll be honest, I got double chicken and I got a fountain drink.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bowl, normal bowl, double chicken, fountain drink. $23.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
I mean, that's like sit down restaurant
Yeah,
prices.
it's like it's there's almost like no reason anymore. It's like I might as well go in. Was
And it
it
was
good
like,
at least?
it was fine. It was like, Chipotle is normally like slightly above average, and it was that. But if I'm going to pay $23, I'm going to be at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna
she's
get like
okay
more
too.
for this.
Right.
Yeah, she'll walk it off. Everyone's okay.
Look, at this time of year, no one is 100%.
Yeah, we got a place next to us. It's basically Chipotle. It's called Dos Bros. I'll say it's not that. It's exactly a Chipotle. It's just not as expensive.
That to me, like I would already go there
Yeah,
over Chipotle.
it's right by our house, and it's just really good. But yeah, I'm like, that's insane. $23 for one
Do
person.
they have queso? Because Chipotle's is like
They do.
notoriously awful.
Yeah, they
There you
do.
go. Okay, so wait, when did this guy get knocked out? Now I know what's happening, really, but like, when did he get drugged and captured?
When he just wait. Who are you talking about? Halloran?
No, this guy, the coroner guy.
I think he's tricking it, right?
Okay, well, but as the audience, if you're watching this right now, isn't that what you're thinking? Like,
Oh yeah, you're right.
when did
Like
he get
I guess
caught?
guess you're assuming because she ran off and then Halloran went after her
And
because they
Halloran got
both.
drugged. Obviously, we saw him get.
So now they think it's the girl.
So now you're looking at this room and you're like, wait, this was the room that those last two players were in.
And then you're thinking, oh, it's the laser that she was using earlier in the film. Is this this is dumb because I feel like it's not, but like, does this laser actually exist?
If it does, it is like lightsaber level technology.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, I know their laser cutters do exist, but like accessible, like to
And I hate to be that guy. No one likes him, but if they did, the fucking cost of these things, this would be like
yeah.
NASA level. Like for this dude to just like get them off Etsy wouldn't really make sense.
Is he giving him instructions now?
The John Kramer or the coroner guy?
The corner going, let's neither of us touch the button.
Yeah, he wants to be like a player and a referee, and it's like you can't play both those roles, but you got to pick. Nothing wrong.
He's the one who messed up his x-rays. Wow.
He was the orderly.
Yeah.
So this led them to not catch his cancer as early as they could have.
Yeah, as early as they could have, yeah.
But what happened to that other guy? They probably like fucking cut his head open when he mixed up his x-rays with. That dude probably
Yeah.
had like fucking open brain surgery that he didn't need.
See, this was a good yeah, you're fully invested. Like you definitely do not think that that was all. Oh yeah, do we not like I'm noticing now, do we not notice that like the first guys didn't do this like burning the ceiling and that should have been like an obvious giveaway. These
Oh
lasers
yeah.
are like actually burning shit.
Was he doing this to actually elicit some confession from him, or he just fucking hates him and wants him to die?
I think he hates him and wants him to die. Because this isn't John Kramer anymore. Right? Again, this guy is not following the
Right,
rules.
that's true.
Yeah. It's like all I had to do was confess. Yeah. Oh yeah. He does notice that the laser didn't burn. Okay. Now I'm remembering.
He's also probably like, is John Kramer like actually outside fucking
Yeah.
monitoring this?
And we're getting I know we're listening to it on mute, but we're getting the music here, right?
We gotta crank it up here and see if we are. Oops.
Because he gets.
Not quite yet, the Hello Zep.
Oh, I thought like when he got up, it was like. Oh no. Did they ever? I wonder. Like, did this movie just not do good? Like, do you think there was like a storyboard of like continuing the story with him?
I'm sure. Do they
Like,
ever
hey, if
explain
this
like
goes
where he
well.
is in the future sequels? Like why he
No, I
doesn't
don't think
show up?
this ever is mentioned again. Kind of like I said, his Spiral.
So was he working with John or just a copycat?
No, he was. We'll see this here in a second. Do you not remember? He is the that opening scene. Yeah, we're about to get it.
Yeah, I
He's the
remember he was.
buckethead guy who doesn't wake up,
Yeah,
and
I
then John
remember that.
Kramer felt bad for that, and then saved his life
Oh, I
because
thought
he
he like
that was
planted himself in the game.
no he literally like was an original victim of it, and then John Kramer, that was his original crime, was fucking up the X-rays, so that was real.
Yeah, John does not want like anyone in there that is at a unfair disadvantage.
No, and that's why like I remember watching this and being like, and this reveal, I was like, that makes so much more sense. Jesus, like sorry.
Pause, pause, pause.
Time out. My bad.
Dude, this guy got so lucky.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I would have just like, if I'm ever caught in one of Jigsaw's puzzles, just stay
I
asleep.
will say the thing that we always talked about that I did kind of love about this scene though, or do kind of love about this scene is like John Kramer did fuck up one of his traps.
Yeah. That makes him human. Yeah. Yeah. These are all different people. I still think, I mean, again, is it like the greatest twist ever? No, but it's a decent reveal. Like, I don't think it wasn't on the top of my like expectations.
Yeah, honestly, on a rewatch, it actually plays a little bit better than I remembered it. I just think again the theater experiences for these are so hard for you and I because we go in with completely unrealistic expectations, especially for a movie that
Which for no reason.
right.
Like, genuinely speaking, out of the 10 movies, three or like maybe half we've walked out being like, holy fucking shit, maybe. And I think it's less than that,
Yeah,
honestly.
and I think three of the first four we did one,
Yeah,
two, and four.
and three was redeemed afterwards, right? Like, and then throw in Saw X in there, I think.
Yeah, and Saw X is definitely less about any type
The
of twist,
twist.
more
Yeah,
just
it was
like,
just a good
damn,
movie.
they made a good movie. Yeah,
I remember halfway through Saw X, I'm like, is this a Saw movie? Like, I don't.
it's like an A24 script.
Yeah, exactly.
What? There's probably a really obvious answer I'm just not thinking of. These lasers, like, what would a practical, actual like application for them be?
Well, they showed her in the beginning of the film using it um on the dead body wearing the helmet and took it off,
But
cutting
like,
through like
but like when you design this laser, like as the company, like what is your envisioning
oh,
of
probably like
this
cutting through metal, I would bet, and like
okay.
shapes and
And the bullshit?
yeah, and just probably like pure accuracy with a laser cutter, the smoothness of it all.
Well, he's just using GarageBand to remix John Kramer. It's like, should I go auto tune or just John?
Oh yeah, except Halloran.
He's Jack Ryan now too.
You think Hoffman would have liked Logan, or
Probably. Hoffman was unlike Amanda in the sense like I don't really think he gave a fuck if anyone else was working with John. He just hated Amanda.
he just wanted to kill people?
Like Amanda was like jealous, obviously, of anyone else that John took a liking to.
Yeah, I think when you and I walked out of this movie, and again, like I think it's easier for us to like go back and retrospectively be like, hey, that wasn't as bad as I remember. I think we walked out of it going, wow, we just got another Saw movie that just gave us a different apprentice and like alters the timeline. So in the beginning, he had Hoffman, Amanda, theoretically Dr. Gordon, now Logan. It's like, okay, like I think that's where we didn't like this film, right? Like, I mean, that's my assumption.
Yeah, and if like the twist just like another apprentice, it's like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, how many
Like
could he
that,
have? Many guys could he have
like
working with him?
that could just go in perpetuity. Like every, it's not
Yeah,
creative.
you can yeah, you can literally keep him alive and do this 1,000 times.
So are we to assume? I mean, we never hear from this guy again. Is he just like a copycat killer in a different city?
No, I think he's in the city. I mean, if you really want to, I remember this is I think that inspired Stranger Things monster there.
Demigorgon? Is that what it is?
Yeah. But I
Wow,
think
that
like,
does look like it. That's where all the budget went. That shot right there.
oh, there it is. Jigsaw.
Wow. The
No, again,
Spirit Brothers. Haven't heard anything
yeah.
from them.
What are they up to right now? What do you think they're doing right now?
Eating.
You're good.
100%. Cycly, final thoughts on Jigsaw?
Yeah, I did. Again, this is probably the third time I've ever seen it. First time in theaters with you. Second time, I think I did a rewatch about like 4 or 5 years ago of all the Saw movies. Like, not, it doesn't hold up. Sorry, it holds up better than I recall. I will say it's like there's nothing. I think it's well acted overall. It's well produced. Honestly, probably has one of the better looks of any Saw movie, like you said at the beginning. At the end of the day, I still stick to what I said earlier in the pod. I don't think we needed this movie. Like, I don't think we take any addition or subtraction of how we feel about the Saw franchise because of this movie. Um, I say I think it's a lot better than Spiral, but Spiral we can like talk about how much it sucks in so many different ways. This doesn't really have that, and you feel like you try to compare it to the bigger picture, it just kind of breaks down. But you're like, again, as a singular watch, that's an hour and 30 minutes. Like, yeah, it's not the worst thing I've seen, so still enjoyed it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Spiral, it's kind of gross and feels really like exploitative for them to be like it's part of the franchise. I don't have that same aversion to include Jigsaw. I think it's welcome in the family of the Saw canon and the other films. It, like you said,
Just cousin.
it adds a little bit, but it really does kind of feel like it was like duct taped into the franchise and doesn't, like you said, doesn't add much. And especially being the film that came out 7 years after what we thought was the last installment. I mean, maybe it's a victim of like our expectations, but also that's kind of inherent in the idea that this movie even exists, is that you had an idea that was worth going back to the franchise. And I'm kind of struggling, maybe I'm missing something obvious, to think of anything that Jigsaw does that a previous Saw movie didn't do.
Nothing. I agree.
Right. Like, is there anything unique about this script and this idea that it's like, oh, we haven't really seen that before?
No, it's more a origin story, I guess, but it's not. It's more Logan's story than John Kramer's.
Right. And you can, but if you're like the people making the movie, you can't be like, well, it's a prequel, so we're not ripping any idea off. I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah,
it was made after the others. So if you want to
yeah,
like surprise me or subvert expectations, which is what Saw's supposed to do, even on a small scale, you're not doing that.
yeah. Again, four apprentices if you take it in order. And said it before, I said it again. Like Spiral comes 4 years later, and that one, like you're like, oh, they're gonna fix their mistakes of Jigsaw. Oh, they have something really brewing here. I would take this 1,000 times over Spiral. So, I know we'll probably get to Spiral next year, so it'll be interesting to see if that holds up better in our opinion or not. We'll see.
Yeah, because this one did move up in my like thoughts of it, but I also kind of feel like maybe I was unfairly linking this to Spiral in my head as like the two movies that like really aren't Saw movies that are in the franchise. This is a Saw movie for sure, and that's a compliment to it.
That's true. Like you said, it's welcome in the family. Maybe it's just kind of like the redheaded stepchild, but it's there. Still at the reunion, might give it a hard time.
Definitely, especially if it's not drinking or it's just having like a fucking seltzer water in the corner. Come on, we're here to have some fun.
Oh, come on.
All right, for our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli, I'm the Mayor, Jeff Hornacek. We have been the Bro Force Squad podcast. Check out everything we post on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, anywhere you find your podcast by typing in Bro Force Squad as 3 separate words. We're on all the socials at Bro Force Squad. And you can check out everything we've ever done on our website, broforcesquad.com, as well as our squad blog. Till next time, Cycli, I'm on Zillow, and I actually think I found a great deal here. Abandoned barn, 14 bedrooms, but blood on walls. I think we should put an offer down.
Honestly, let's lowball them, but that's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It's Where can you get a place without blood now? I mean, come on.
I know. It's just weird that that's in the title of the house, but blood on walls.
Yeah, that means there's a lot to find in there. I'm excited.
Walls with a Z, too, which we love.
Well, then it's cool.